Okay, wrapping things up today with a current historic favorite. This is one of the many excellent decks that you can find up on my website, jeffhoagland.com. Click historic decks. So, got Bolas' Citadel here. You may play cards from the top of your library. If you cast a spell this way, pay life for its converted mana cost rather than mana. Then we've got Dryad of the Grove along with Dread Presence here, which allows us to have all of our lands deal damage or draw cards. And then we've got Scapeshift with Dread Presence here as well. And notably, one of the big things we gain from being a base 2-color deck here is our deck has 13 actual swamps in it. So we can Scapeshift with Dread Presence out without Dryad and generally have a lethal Dread Presence triggers just from getting actual swamps out of our deck. We do have one cheeky copy of Field of the Dead with, I believe, 8 differently named lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9 differently named lands even. So we can Scapeshift for field to make some zombies. Past that, we've got Bonds of Flourishing to help find our permanent-based combo pieces. We've got Agonizing Remorse as a little bit of disruption for opposing decks that are potentially faster than us. And then we've got Arboreal Grazer and Paradise Druid as additional ramp. So let's go ahead and dive on into some matches here with this one and see how it goes. Hey, Suno Tam, thanks for the 15 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. This deck has a lot of different ways to win the game. Yep. Lightning Bolt Sleeves, turn 1, Temple of Arboreal Grazer. Shame on you, opponent. You're a big, fat, bony opponent. Noted, Crunchy Paws. I'll get that in after I'm done today. Hey, Wargy, thanks for the biddies. I appreciate it. I'll get that added. Game 1, match 1 comic. Last deck of the day. Unfortunate. Really wanted to draw a land there. Alright, well. They've got sweepers. Yeah, keeping swamps for Scapeshift. I already have a black source here. I guess maybe I should get a swamp, so that way if they kill this, I can still cast Citadel. Just gonna go ahead and pass here. There's no reason to play a Dread Presence out into their sweeper. Hopefully we just like draw a land next turn, and then we go Dread Presence, draw, second land, draw, and get set up. Gosh, this deck has like 27 or 28 lands in it, right? 28 lands. What a tilter. Feels magic, man. Sweet. had more Dread Presence than lands at one point. Peak Magic. Deal Areno. The Jeff Hoagland starter pack, this deck has 28 lands, right? Yeah, I think that really feels like the case, though. So they have this. I'm gonna do this. Nah, I don't want to get swept again. I feel like the fact that they have both of these could imply that they have like, wow, brutal. Could imply they have more than 4 sweepers. That sucks. I guess I knew they were playing that card. Agonizing Remorse one earlier. Feels bad still. I mean, it's correct to not play my land first there. Like if they don't counterspell me there, if they don't counterspell me there, they get to draw a bunch of cards with that. So I think my play is fine. It feels bad, but I think my play's the correct one. They had Brazen Borrower in their hand, Gendy, that we knew about. They could have bounced my thing in response to the Scapeshift. I mean, this is fine, right? They, like, make a bunch of zombies, then I untap and kill them with my Scapeshift. Yeah, they're dead. No, them tapping out's the best draw, because we're going to kill them. Nice combo deck. Getcha. Getcha. Oh no! Not 40 zombie tokens! How will I ever win the game now? You made 4 zombie tokens! Maybe your combo shouldn't say suspend 1 win the game. Have you considered winning the turn you execute your combo? You have to own the cards to use them in direct challenge. Yes. What do you think this is? Think Magic Arena lets you play for free? Capitalism, baby, capitalism. My trick's better than your trick. Neener, neener, neener. They've talked about a system where you can lend a deck to a friend for direct challenge. Yeah, Hearthstone does that. That'd probably be a net positive. Sounds good, Wargy. Definitely want Legion's End here. Want my Maelstrom Pulses. Do I even want Paradise Druid? Maybe not. I did have another Swampy, right? Does your deck need to be fully foil? It does not. After you give it the URL, it should pop up a thing that asks you to verify on your Twitch. Because Twitch needs to verify that it is in fact your account. Sure. Hey, Pengu Power. Enjoy your very own Hoaglandia Castle. Thank you for the 48 months of support. It's an absurdly long time. Thanks for keeping me around. Ohio schools are now closed till May 1st. Yeah, expect that to be the norm in most places. Anywhere that cares about the well-being of people and children is going to be extending till May at least. If you're having issue with the MTG Melee site, they have a public Discord server where you can go and post for support. Unfortunately, I am not in charge of that site. I did not make it as a third-party tool, so if you hit any issues, let them know. I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if we're the first people leveraging their Twitch integration. Their site's still very new, so please bear with them. Oklahoma schools are closed for... Yeah, there's a couple that have closed for the rest of the year.
Here we go.
Try and draw some lands here. Sick. Swish. Apparently, Trump backed off and agreed that things need to be closed through the end of April, which, you know, that's good. It shows maybe some of the scientists on his team are getting through to him. He did at one point make up the date of April at Easter, though. Dr. Fauci recommended it. God bless. Thank you. Thank goodness for Dr. Fauci. Veto. Brutal. Tide Crims. Thank you for the 14 months. Welcome back.
I'll protect you.
I'm just gonna jam this. They missed a land drop, so they have like 6 spells in their hands. There's a chance this doesn't resolve. Maybe I'm just supposed to play 2 Jadelights this turn. Yeah, Fauci's really going above and beyond to try and get good information out there, which is really important. Getting good information out there is going to literally save people's lives. That would be interesting, Coons. One thing that seems to really resonate with there's a lot of people, especially boomers, who they can't relate to a problem until the problem impacts them personally. Just a stunning lack of empathy. Maybe it's not even fair to say boomers so much as GOP supporters. The only way you could have the brutal policies that they push is with a stunning lack of empathy. I think I'm holding that in case I draw another Dread Presence. And we're dead. Got it. So as the I got mine generation for a reason. You're not wrong. Huh, they have a lot of counter spells. I'm gonna bring my Duresses in here. Trim my Legion's in. What's up, dude? What you doing? What you been watching on TV? What were you watching today?
I tooted.
Were you watching more Shimmer and Shine? You tooted?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me know.
Wait.
I appreciate the transparency.
Wait. I need to touch.
Go Health Goes, Ace Eggs, thanks for 13 months. Welcome back. Thanks, Black Sheep. Glad to have you. More transparent than our president. It's funny because it's sad. Yeah. If the first one goes well, I'm planning to do these events with some consistency. I think monthly is probably a good timeline. He did just walk into my office, tell me he tooted, and then walked out. People in the United States who don't have health insurance or who had health insurance but lose their health insurance because they lost their job due to COVID will likely have serious crippling medical debt if they need to be hospitalized because of COVID. The United States medical system is barbaric and brutal and unsustainable if you are not a billionaire. Thanks, Fanin. They definitely have their moments.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Should you kill Tef there instead of... Like, what do you mean I don't have another swamp? What do you mean I don't have another swamp? Another swamp right here. That's terrifying. That's reality. I think I'm gonna take their veto here, huh? And then I'm gonna play this, shoot this, attack Teferi. Aren't all COVID-related bills covered? No. The legislation that was passed, from my understanding, is that people are supposed to have access to testing to find out if they have COVID. You are still on the hook for the hospital treatment afterwards if you're test positive. From my understanding of the stimulus bill, covering medical expenses was not included. Feel free to cite a source if I'm incorrect on that. I would love to be incorrect on that, but my understanding is it does not include paying expenses. You're very dramatic. He's laying on the floor.
Don't worry, I got this.
He's very dramatic. Very dramatic 6-year-old. Are you allowed to see my knees, chat? Is that legal to show on Twitch? Am I gonna get in trouble for showing you my knees like that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. People should never complain about Oko in this format being potentially legal, because this card is such a stain, chat. It's such a stain. All right, so I think I'm supposed to dread presence and then try and draw a card, because if we draw Scapeshift, we can kill them. And we're dead. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they'll get 16 zombies. So we can block 4 zombies, and then we take 12, 24, so we're dead. Yep. I like your background music. Is it copyright free? Something like that. Yeah, and like we had an okay shot there. We had a shot down to the very end. I feel like I was happy with my choices that I made. It was just unfortunate they drew like Thassa's Intervention into another Teferi. Is Autumn's Veil too good for Historic? 0% chance that it's too good for Historic. That card is barely playable. It might not be good enough. Autumn's. The problem was they tried to make a playable Autumn's Veil with Veil of Summer, and they pushed it too far. Tacking draw a card on made it too much. Alright, my deck has 28 lands in it, so I'm prepared to never draw a third land. I'm gonna do this with the hopes of breaking up their curve a little bit here. Okay, we can take Bone Crusher Giant, and then next turn we can Remorse again and take this Cleave. Unfortunately, we're taking 4 both of these turns. I'd take another 1 to Agonizing Remorse, so probably dead here. Good golly, we can just not catch a break today. To bring in all our removal spells here, and just take our curve and drag it down, cut the discard spells. Yeah, Autumn's Veil is even worse than Veil of Summer. It's not even just Veil of Summer, remove the card draw. It's even worse than that. I don't know. I think you could argue Burning Emissary is a fine addition to Historic if you're unbanning Oko. I think Burning Emissary is a way for aggro to go wide and beat Oko. Hoping to find a green-black duel here. Perfect. Yes, they did, Goons. Alright, at least we get to end this Legion here. Real shame they didn't have a third one. Goodbye, friends. Rampaging Ferocidon. That's just rude. Hoping to draw some Schwamps here. Perfect. So we'll do this. We'll do this. Since I drew another swamp here, I'm just gonna do this, I think. Just like Brontodon, pass, hold up trophy. I can't believe they're firing off this ambush after I just shocked in that land. You think I'm bluffing? Seems real loose. Especially when they had the lava coil. Woof. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 6th differently named land. That's a 7th differently named land. So we're currently ahead, he says, before his opponent draws a questing beast. Based on how the last 2 matches have gone, I assume their next card is Embercleave here. Holy gosh, they brick, chat. We're still dead in 3, but at least we'll always have that brick together. So happy together. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We are so dead now. Maelstrom Pulse. Pulse and Trophy are draws here. That one does not do it, right? This does not get blocked by zomboys and girls. You did. Needed the Scapeshift 1 turn sooner so we could have a lethal backswing. Your stupid win con with suspend 1. Soul Flare in Historic. That'd be a sweet ad. That'll be one that we're guaranteed to get eventually anyways, though, right? Because, what's it called? We'll get all the Pioneer cards in this format eventually. We could jump with Druid, right? No, I'd encourage you to read Questing Beast. Cons isn't coming for a hot second. Well, we're getting Pioneer remastered this summer, Percy. Questing Beast has a lot of text. It's easy to forget some of the text on it. It is a tiny novel. Alright, that makes up for, like, all the other bad beats, huh? And you, and you, and you. Oh, that's great. That was real good. All right, I needed that little pick me up, chat. Okay, don't you judge me. Was face lethal? No, it's only 16 damage, so it was not a lethal one. This deck's hilarious. Well, today in Capitalism Sucks and People Are Terrible, apparently there are landlords in some states that are evicting medical professionals for fear of contamination and spread in their apartment units. Can we take those people? Can we put those ones in the gulag? Is that I feel like that's an appropriate answer. I feel like forfeiting all of your rental properties to the state is the appropriate recourse for that. And then in the world of the Illinois governor has been on the ball and fantastic through this whole thing. I only learned about that because the Illinois governor just tweeted out that that would not be tolerated in this state and that all evictions of any kind in Illinois are currently being suspended. Because that's just how this should work, chat. That shouldn't be the exception, that should just be the rule. Is that a legal reason to evict someone? I can only assume that there's some states in this country you get to evict people for whatever reason you want. Because America and freedom and some other racist stuff, I'm sure. There are definitely no-cause eviction states. America, we suck. Gonna do terrible things, yeah. Okie doke. I think I just need to kill this. I don't know. We need to draw a little bit more action here, because, like, this Beast Whisperer is going to threaten to bury us if this goes too long. Okay, that's good. I think Languish would be a great sweeper for this format. I think Ritual of Soot's good, but Languish would be a good printing. So, we're gonna get to use these Scapeshifts as a machine gun like we did last game. So gonna shoot this twice, draw 2 cards, I think is the plan. Man, I really hope they're smart enough to never print Blood Moon again. I I think push would be a fine card. We should get push before long, I imagine. Imagine that's a fairly simple card to put in a Pioneer Remastered set. So let's go kill this. Shoot this. Kill this. Draw a card, draw a card, draw a card. Okay, so there's 13 swamps total in my deck. And we have 1, 2, 3 in the bin, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in place. There's 4 more swamps in my deck that I can go get. So four more swamps. Yeah, the event page has a public facing list of who's joined. Is there a point where thinning from Scapeshift becomes statistically significant? Yeah, definitely. Hey, youngest son, how's it going? How's your Monday going? I don't think that's an answer. You got real words? Did you forget how to talk? You've been off of school so long you forgot how to talk? You need more human interaction? No. Declan, I need you to be more intelligible than Twitch chat. Come on, I know you can. I believe in you. You are more intelligible than Twitch chat.
So you were the one taking all with those mac and cheese cups.
I found some of those down here, and I think they're expired because they got lost.
Well, those last for a really long time.
They do. They've been down here a while. You should take those up to Mom and tell her what you found in my office.
I'm not.
No, you're not? Thanks. Love you too. Do mac and cheese cups expire? They claim to have expired in August of last year. They might still be fine, but I'm not sure if I want to roll the dice. Get to exile Croxy here. Just microwave them real hard. Well, they're the Velveeta. So if they were powder mac and cheese, I would probably risk it. But they're the ones with the Velveeta cheese in it. And I kind of believe that Velveeta cheese could expire. Like, you don't have to refrigerate it, but I'm sure there's some kind of not good date on there. Velveeta cheese is expired from the start. Harsh but fair. Oh gosh. Is Velveeta cheese one of those things I've walked into that people on the internet get really worked up about? Are people going to be upset that I brought up Velveeta cheese? It's a hot button to shoot. Yeah, it's like pineapple on pizza, but it's one I didn't realize. Legally, it's cheese food, which clearly means it's what they feed cheese. Okay, that's funny. All right, so I think I play Dryad here with the expectation that they'll spend Murderous Rider on it. And then next turn we play Dread Presence and shoot something. Listen, chat, I believe in transparency here, And I like to make my opinions clear so people that disagree with them strongly can leave. There's two types of people in the world. People who like pineapple on pizza and people who are wrong. Make sure you're in the right camp. So you can fight. Oh, this is a good teaching lesson. Don't pick fights you can't win. Those are divas emotes, right? Are they divas? Now, who are those? I've seen the pineapple checkmark before. It's real good. Nerd girl, that's the one. Nerd girl. I'm gonna play around another Bone Crusher Giant here. Sick. Look at that, chat. With the soul reads. This is to put pineapple on your next pizza. Thanks, Big F Monster. Maybe pizza's the first takeout I want after all this is over. Maybe it's pizza. I do love me some Blaze pineapple pizza. Alright, so I'm gonna do this and shoot the ox, and I'm gonna hope that we can draw another land here. Sick. You've eaten 4 frozen pizzas the last fight. Frozen pizza's just not the same. It's fine, it's edible. It's not quite the same. Deuces, what's up? Want to fight? Want to fight? Land is lethal, right? No, close to it though. All right, so I need to shoot a significant portion of their board. What if I hold full control and do this and then float the colors I want in response? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So in response, I want to float. Oh, I can get Field of the Dead here too, right? Yeah, that's the ticket. Whee! Maybe I drew too many cards there. That could also be sacrilege. Ooh, if we draw an untapped land? I haven't played a land yet for the turn, right? Okay, so they're dead? Are they dead? They're probably close to dead, right? I'm too short. I'm too short. I could have attacked. Yeah, whatever. No, they have a blocker, right? No, but I have 2 attackers. All right, I miss lethal. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Oh, I had another land drop too. Oh, chat. Mistakes were made. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. This is a no justice stream. It's a no justice stream. They have main deck Ashiok. That's terrifying. All right, gotta get them Maelstrom Pulses in here. It's okay, Kink. It's okay to be wrong sometimes. Being wrong about harmless things like pizza is okay. And we grind Citadel back to the top 2 post Scapeshift. Just good beats all around. No, I'm hosting the events, Zintoth. So the requirement that people have to stream their matches to Discord is because I'm going to be providing official coverage for the tournament. So I'm not just like arbitrarily making people do that. I'm going to be doing round by round coverage. Yeah, probably, Maddie. I need to talk to him. Alright, so I want all my Doom Blades, Legions, and Legion Exiles Croxa. Maybe I don't want all of them, though. Maybe Return to Nature is not good enough. Yeah, it's probably not good enough. Let's do it. It could be a match where I want to trim some Citadels. I don't know, their deck's a little mid-rangey. If you think of deep dish pizza as soup, it's a lot more bearable and even borderline good. You just can't go into it with the attitude that it's pizza. If you go in expecting to like eat it with a spoon or a fork and a knife, it's fine. A casserole, that's it. It's casserole. That's a super apt comparison. Okay. Actually, maybe I'm supposed to exile this Croxa? Nah, I like to be descriptive. Hoglande Open is descriptive and practical. We're like super dead here if we don't draw a removal spell. Need to draw a removal spell next turn. But we'll pack it up, pack it in. He just crunches down real fast. He attacks for 9 a turn. It's brutal. Alright, we'll get him on the play, huh? We'll get him on the play, chat. Yeah, I think I should have exiled Croxa from their bin there, rather than taking the Ox from their hand. Croxa killed us a lot quicker. Wasn't thinking about their ability to clean out the graveyard like that. Our Twitch VOD's down, no idea. Man, I can't get over how great this Dark Reader add-on is. It works so well on basically every popular site. It's really well done. Favorite deck today? I don't know. It's all a blur. It's called Dark Reader. I tried a few. We had talked about how I had tried a few different dark mode add-ons in the past, and none of them worked very well. And someone mentioned Dark Reader yesterday, and it's been superb. It's a Google Chrome and Firefox extension that adds dark mode to websites that don't support dark mode natively. I'm gonna take Bone Crusher Giant because it's the threat that kills us faster. Wonderful to see them play this. Probably just see them stick this, though. Dang it, Bobby. The Thoughtseize bug is, like, really brutal, chat. There are 28 lands in my deck, chat. 28. We missed... Alright, let's take two. Let's try again. Let's try again here, shall we? Never forget, chat. The shuffler's as rigged as the earth is flat. The truth is out there, sheeple. Wake up. Yeah, the one key thing the Dark Reader plugin does really well is it's super easy. It's 2 clicks to turn it off on specific sites forever. So that way, sites that have their own dark mode built in, it doesn't overwrite that. All right, if we run some lands up here, and it could be in a good spot. Captain Sisse in, that's an interesting addition to that archetype. That's not what I'd considered. So almost assuredly Kisa's combo. I like that as an addition. Little slow, but good in the grindy matchups. We just like draw lands for the next 4 or 5 cards, please. There's been a couple other folks that stream regularly that have dipped into Historic a little bit. Martin Yuza is a member of the MPL that streamed a little bit of it. I know for sure. I think I just kill this rather. I could get greedy and try and draw another land tier, but I think I just want to guaranteed take their Sisse off the table. Menguchi's been playing Historic too. Yes, definitely. I've seen him on Twitter too. That's super unfortunate. Allie's been doing it semi-regularly. Look at that. Bunch of great resources. above average turn. Pretty solid mull to 5 here for us. Racing the opponent very well.
Sorry I'm late.
Whee! I actually don't think that deck actually hasn't been that popular in my experience, Stephen Douglas. I think it's good. I don't even know that it's that budget. That deck has a number of mythics in it. It's probably not a matchup where I want Jadelight Ranger. That card's a little bit fair. Citadel's maybe a little bit slow overall. There's also a chance I'm boarding in too much interaction here. Let's trim the Maelstrom Pulse and keep my linear core in. Sanskrit. For plebs, mythics are tax listeners. That's true. That's true. Up until your account hits a certain point, you're definitely short on rares more than you're short on mythics. So probably Agonizing Remorse next turn. This card's actually very good against us too, huh? This enables their combo. It fills their graveyard while also preventing us from searching. This prevents me from scapeshifting. 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 I might say that a couple more times, but it's important to remind myself that this prevents me from scapeshifting. You have to avoid a horrible accident by constantly reminding myself that this, in fact, does prevent me from casting the card Scapeshift. Ashiok is very, very good in this format. I agree. We should Scapeshift them, something like that.
Let us see what your talents seek and find.
Joke's on you. I just wanted to clear the top of my deck. Get got.
The past is never forgotten.
There is a Teferi in here. Would not be surprised to see Kisis come down and then see Teferi get cast. I like this archetype. I like this archetype a lot. I think the Scapeshift, I think the combo axes, as well as like what it does from a fair game plan, are very reasonable. Really, we're bouncing that instead of bouncing my 6 mana card? That's super unfortunate. Good chance we die next turn. Well, I guess I don't have Diligent Excavators yet. If Tamio finds Excavators, we could die next turn.
I know she was somewhere.
Okay, they've got 1, so they can probably finagle it. They only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They only have 5 legends in their bin. It might be okay. Oh, they have an Ashiok, and that guaranteed puts 1 more in there. Okay, that only added 2. That only added 2 more. They've been pretty unfortunate so far. Okay, second Ashiok is good for them.
Nightmares are the balance. Behold, my epilogue of fear.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
I don't think they're quite deterministic. I'm gonna let them do their thing.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. Nah, trust me. I have a plan.
No, Chuki, they're terrible. Absolute ghouls. I have not Supion. I don't even know what Instacart is. Is that like a grocery delivery thing? That's not something I'm familiar with. Yeah, they should be good to get there. Yeah, I'll just make some mana and get the Jace win.
I'll show restraint.
It's like a so it's like what's it called but for groceries? It's like Uber Eats but for groceries. I mean, it's never been more clear that all of the people in these jobs that have been defined as essential businesses should definitely be making far more money than they do. Like, minimum wage has long needed to go up. I think this hand is keepable with the Legion's ends. I don't know, it's close. We just like, this doesn't hit, we just don't go anywhere. What is minimum wage in the U.S. or in your state? The federal minimum wage in the United States is $7.25 an hour. It is a miserably low wage when you know what the cost of living is. Some states have a higher dollar amount than that. And then the other thing you have to remember if you're not familiar with the United States, tipping culture also exists. So there's people that work at basically slave wages because they're expected to make money from tips. Yeah, I think I should have mulliganed this hand. Yes, and all of that comes with 0 time off and 0 sick leave. Which again, makes the United States uniquely susceptible to things like COVID. Because the people handling your food in lots of instances can't afford to take off work if they're sick. And if they do get sick and go to the hospital, they'll go bankrupt because they got sick and went to the hospital, most likely. Welcome to the US of A. Enjoy your stay.
Isn't a fight you can win. Time for here we go.
Yeah, your minimum wage goes a lot further when you're guaranteed healthcare with it. If my wife ever lost her job at the large insurance company that she works for, we would likely seriously consider leaving the United States. I don't think we really have anything tethering us here. My job can be done from anywhere with a broadband internet connection that's stable. Could be dead here. You can buy one of those houses for $1. I don't know about that.
Might be a bad idea.
Where would I move? I have no idea, Jimmy. It's something that I would do a lot of research on. Not a decision you take lightly. They're trying to go off from very, very little resources. No, I'm monolingual, which you're right, does limit it. I also don't leave the house much though, so you know.
I am not going to sit this one out. Time for nothing.
18 cards left in their deck.
I'm known for my
This is 2, 4, 6.
Don't worry, I got this.
It's gonna be close, but I think they're gonna get there. Winning with one Diligent Excavator isn't guaranteed, but it happens. Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong pile, right? They have 19 cards now? I think I was looking at their... Oh yeah, I was looking at their graveyard number. So they still have 19 cards in their deck. This puts them to 17. So they have 17 cards. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we're dead. All right, let's try and do one more with this. I like to try and end on a high note. I'm playing for a little over an hour. Hey, Anaphylactic. Thanks for the sub gifty. I appreciate it. This is a Growl player from before. I don't know. I don't pay attention to usernames. It is worth noting too. People are talking about aggressive decks. Something that's to think about for your deck selection for the Hoaglandia Open. Deck lists are public for the Hoaglandia Open, which makes aggro decks worse. Aggro decks are worse when your opponents get to mulligan game 1, knowing you're playing an aggro deck. So we'll get to go Dryad. We'll go Swamp, Dryad, Swamp, Grazer, Tranquil Thicket. Untapped land. Untapped land. Papi. Get to cycling. What is this? What is this Citadel bug? Like, it just like pulls. This happened a few times today. I feel like this didn't happen last time we were doing it. Like, puts all of your permanents in play in a pile with the Scapeshift on top of, with the card on top of your deck. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it used to happen sporadically, but it's happened like 2 or 3 times today. Yeah, I agree, Percy. That was one of my favorite things about Hex TCG, was the information you had game 1 from, like, knowing how to mulligan without deck list being fully public. Added a really great element to the game. Did I miss lethal? I missed lethal, right? Yeah, I could have... I think I could have killed them there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I could have dealt 2 to their face, or 2 to this, and then attacked with all of these, and then used the Citadel to kill them. These can't attack, and this can't attack, so attack all wasn't quite lethal there. So if I attack with these, they block 2, they block this, they take 12, and then this is lethal. The cheeky Field of the Dead was such a good addition to this deck. Since we're Scapeshifting anyways. It's pretty much a free roll. You click the number in the corner. Another good thing for Field of the Dead mirror matches to know is that if you click the number in the corner of your pile of zombies, and you click the number in the corner of their pile of zombies, it'll block all of them 1-to-1. I'm pretty sure we had it, Coons, if I would have stopped and counted. So I know Field was okay there, but it's a card I like to cut in this match, or Citadel's okay there, but it's a card I like to cut in this matchup, especially on the draw. We're often going to be dead before we can really get this card going. And you click the number to activate the Citadel. I don't know the answer to that. Yeah, it seems fine. So, I think we definitely Legions and the Zerta Goblin here, because if they had more of these, they would have played it, whereas they could have another Zerta in hand. I think I probably want to cycle this to try and find some more action, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass here. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh, I'm dumb. This has hexproof. It's going to be okay. What? That's incredibly rude. Yeah, well, it probably didn't matter. We're getting blasted. That... Rough. Rough, chat. The fact that I'm a big dumb stupid and didn't cast down this is going to come back to bite us now, because Domri's ambush on this can kill Dryad, but it couldn't kill... Yeah, so like, if I would have cast down on my turn, I would have been able to kill this, and then they wouldn't have a thing that could Domri's ambush this, which would be ideal, and then we're just dead here. It'd also be a couple life fire, yeah. His hand obviously needs to draw some lands, but has a really good range of interactive elements. And our deck plays 28 lands, so, you know, hopefully we'll be okay. Yeah, I think we're supposed to hold up the Overgrown Tomb here. For sure. Again, we're going to hold on to our swamps here, since we already have a black source in play for Dread Presence. That way, hopefully, we can play this post-Dread Presence. I think even before I drew the second one, I was running the first one out here just to be resource efficient. But with the second one drawn, we definitely want to play the first. Hey, thanks. Thanks for pulling out a couple of sub-gifties. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday wherever you're at in the world. Catch us right at the tail end today. We're in an okay spot here. We don't have any lands, he says, before he gets Rune Blasted. But we do have another removal spell here, so that's fine. Okie doke. Liliana the Veil. I don't know about that one. I think if they attack here, I elect not to block. Yeah, 28 lands later, the Jeff Hoagland story. Maybe I'm supposed to draw a card there. I don't know. The conservative play has definitely killed their thing. Yeah, Thrashing Brontodon's got good stat line in this matchup for sure. It's good against the red aggro deck too. I'm gonna run the no blocks here. Feels like they drew cleave. That's unfortunate. We know they drew this because I guess maybe they wouldn't have cleaved last turn. I don't know. I feel like they would have cleaved last turn if they had it. Here's hoping for a swamp. Oh, actually, they're just dead, right? This is 4. It's 4 per land. Sick. The old Valakut you while stuck on 4. We knew they had cleave because they always had cleave. Well. Alright, we said we wanted to end on a high note. It's about as high as they get. Stuck on lands, killed them anyways. Nice Rune Blaster. And again, like, there's a Field of the Dead in our deck, but Field of the Dead is not the primary focus of this deck. This is one of the many historic decks you can find up on my website, jeffhoagland.com. If you haven't seen this one before, it's one of the many sweet things up there that you're missing out on. Remember, we announced the first Hoaglandia Historic Open today. I'm going to pull that up on screen here. I'm going to fill in. I think I've got figured out in my head what the prizes are going to be for this, and I'll get these added and tweet them out later tonight. But again, big things to note. So it's going to take place on April 12th, which is Easter Sunday, but most of us are stuck inside, so I think that's okay. I am expecting this to cap at the 256 players. I have 2,400 subscribers. That's 10% of people playing I expect to want to play in this. I'm expecting this event to be 11 rounds. That there's not a top 8 cut in addition to 11 rounds. This event is going to be double elimination. So after 11 rounds, we'll have a winner. And the very important thing to highlight here is that in addition to having a historic deck to play, in order to do content and coverage for this tournament, you have to be able to broadcast yourself through Discord. If you can't broadcast yourself through Discord, you cannot play in this tournament. So I ask that everybody checks to make sure you have appropriate bandwidth and appropriate computer power to do that. Broadcast to Discord. I can actually do it right now. It's so super easy to get a little streamception here. You literally just join a voice channel, and then you click go live, and then here's a list of all your application windows here, and one of these is Magic Arena, and you click go live, and now I'm streaming on Discord. It's literally all you have to do that. You don't have to stream game audio. It would be ideal if you did, but you don't have to. It's literally that easy. Join the channel, click go live, select your application window, and that's it. So that is a requirement to play until we get to spectator mode. Sorry. C Unit, thanks for the 26 months. What time does it start? So this site is awesome, and whatever your local computer time is will automatically be listed up here. So I'm Central, so it's 9 a.m. Central, but this time will update to your local time zone when you go to this website on your computer. All right, I'll catch all y'all later. I'm gonna one more ad roll on the way out the door, and hopefully I am off tomorrow, off Tuesday, Friday again this week. I'll be back on Wednesday morning. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Catch y'all later. That guy's certified. Thanks for the support.